Nintendo. The Japanese electronic and video game company is often regarded with loyalty, applaud, and wonder. However, just a few years ago, they had such a big misstep with a console launch that the console itself is often forgotten by most. In 2013, Nintendo held a press conference at E3, a large video game conference, to announce its successor to the culturally significant Nintendo Wii. The announcement is, in a word, awkward. It's presented by Nintendo legend Reggie Fils-Aimé, then president of Nintendo of America. He starts with a very strange and cryptic opening about the thorough process behind the Wii and its new successor, and then there's this line.
The other word associations are easy. Is it unique, unifying, maybe even utopian? The answer is also yes.
While the intro is awkward, it's the announcement video that is really strange. It showcases Nintendo's new HD console in a way that seems that it's more just like a new controller for the Wii. The messaging here is very confusing as it only really shows someone using this new gamepad controller as a way to change the way that Wii games are played. They focus on the controller's ability to allow people to use the console without the need of the TV, but they continually use the phrase new controller. It left most people, including me, confused as to what exactly it was. From that moment on, the Wii U never even came close to successing the Wii. In their lifetimes, the Wii became the fourth best-selling home console of all time with a staggering 100 million units sold, while the Wii U is ranked 16th with just a measly 13.5 million sold. There are many reasons why the Wii U failed to sell, including a lack of games, that being a big one, but the marketing and messaging is a real problem here, and I hope to provide some ideas that could have, at the very least, cleared up that messy marketing. In an article by marketing genius Neil Patel, he outlines a few neuromarketing techniques that work extremely well, and I think were largely absent in Nintendo Wii's marketing strategy. First, he recommends targeting all the senses. In that opening press conference, Nintendo's video was strangely void of anything truly human. All of the gaming felt really staged and acted, and they foolishly played some really strange music instead of relying on their massive backlog of truly impressive music from their video games. They needed to engage the senses by playing some iconic music and truly showing what this new console was by showing how it feels, its HD capabilities, and how it works with the new controller instead of just focusing on the controller itself. This also feeds into Patel's second tip, which is to target emotional responses. When it comes to Nintendo, they have a massive fan base that they've acquired over 40 years in the video gaming industry. Nintendo brings out so many emotions, and it means so much to so many people, and this announcement just did not capitalize on that. Nintendo often brings to mind happy and fun experiences with friends and family, and this ad shows the ability to play by yourself in new ways. It no way capitalizes on that family-friendly brand image that Nintendo has cultivated. Instead of giving the mixed messaging of someone playing the Wii controller and then switching to the gamepad as the ad does, start with the gamepad and the console, which actually never even gets shown here. Show someone playing with the gamepad on the TV, and then show how it can be used without the TV. After that idea is established, that it's a new console, and it does improved functionality, show how it can improve gameplay on Wii games after the fact. I also think that you really need to involve Master of Marketing Dr. Robert Chidalny's technique of liking. He defines it as a technique that gets people to say yes to something based on the fact that they like the person who's asking. I think they were smart to lean on Reggie. He's a Nintendo legend and has a lot of clout in the industry. But then also bring out Nintendo legend Shigeru Miyamoto. He is an impressive game designer that has come up with some of the most influential and innovative games over the last 30 years. Bring him out to show how this new gamepad is going to influence gameplay and the games that he's going to be making for the console. The tagline that they use is pretty decent. It's play together wherever, whenever. Although I feel like that fits a bit more with the new Nintendo Switch than it does with the Wii U. I felt like using the name would work a bit better, so something along the lines of like, the next innovation in gaming is U, just the letter U, of course. As a bit of a side note, Kotaku, the huge video game news website, has an article about the Wii U's launch that was posted just a few weeks before the Nintendo Switch's launch. A bit of a retrospective. Writer Jason Schreier said, "Over the past few weeks, I've talked to several people who don't know what the Wii U is, but are super excited for the Switch, which speaks to the hardware itself, but also, perhaps more importantly, Nintendo's marketing, which has transformed from disastrous to brilliant in just 5 years. Nintendo did a total 180 on their announcements for the Nintendo Switch. It's very clear that the Wii U was a flop for Nintendo. But by identifying the strange marketing decisions, it's clear that poor messaging and unfocused ads proved to be a big aspect of the console's downfall. And thankfully, Nintendo learned lessons and then put those lessons into practice for the Nintendo Switch. And as a Nintendo fan, I so look forward to how they progress even further with their marketing and messaging. Thank you."